well, and I'll get it cleaned up, see what else is on it, but that's just a really neat little find. Got a deep signal. Turns out to be a small ring that I think is going to be sterling. Looks like an old wedding band. There's I can't tell if that's scratches on it or if there's a design on it, but we'll get that cleaned up, see if we can see any markings on the inside. There might be some markings on the inside. I'm not sure yet. Maybe not. Maybe it might be just a little brass tag or something, but or a little. It might be a penny. H. Ashman. That look like American Express, Wilkes-Barre, PA. Received reward. Looks like a flag right there on the top. But okay, cool little find. We're gonna keep going, and we'll see you on the next. But I came over to here and got an interesting relic. It's gonna be a bale seal. It's actually got some markings on it there. Maybe when I take it home and get it cleaned up. Looks like some numbers there. So that's probably period. But we'll clean that up. I'll show you that on the wrap. But happy to find that. Nice little relic. I got this deep target and it sounded so good, but I had all these roots in here. But anyway, I'm glad I stuck with it. It wasn't a coin, but nice old hem weight. Got some weight to it there. Big old chunk of lead, but yeah, at least it's a period artifact, so we'll clean that up, see if there's any kind of writing or anything. I don't think so, but that's pretty cool. Like I said, I almost gave up. It was way at the bottom down there. All right, guys, still in the front yard, and I got this signal that I couldn't really pinpoint it. It sounded like a coin, and I was searching for it, and it actually wasn't as deep as I thought. That's because it's small. I'm almost positive this is going to be sterling just by the numbers that it was given up. I'll have to clean it off and try to look at it under some magnification, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a piece of sterling silver. I got a signal that turned out to be this cool button. It's iron backed, but I think it's going to be military. There's an eagle on it clutching an anchor. I don't know if that's a general service. It's iron back, so you're not going to make out anything on the back side. So I'm not sure about the age, and I'm not up on my buttons, but that's a cool little find. First decent target. I dug a couple of memorials, but it's going to be a war nickel. You can see I picked it up and cleaned it up a little bit. You can see the P on the dome there. It's kind of really caked. Whoop. So I'm not sure about the date, but maybe it looks like 45 maybe coming through right there. But yeah, at least we got something silver. I'm out with Chris from Detecting NEPA. He's out there. I was able to get this permission yesterday for the both of us, and so far I just made my first pass up through here, and I already got silver on the board already. Just a rosy, but hey, we'll take it. 1964 silver. Got another signal, and it's gonna be looks like a general service button there, eagle button. So that's pretty cool. That's kind of the stuff that we're looking for. I had a signal that was a little bit choppy, and I really didn't think it was going to be anything. I started pulling pennies out. They're all Indians. There was a spill of 4 different Indians. There's a 1903 in there. Some 1880s. Here, that's 1888, 1903. Not sure on this one. Oh, get that out of there. Looks like 1880 something. And another one I believe was in the 1900s. I think there's 2. Yeah, 1904 or 6. But alright, it's turning out to be fantastic. So I've picked up a couple of wheat pennies so far. Nothing since that pendant, except now I got a decent signal, and I just popped my first silver coin finally. I'm not even sure what it is, but I'm going to guess it's going to be a Merc. And yep, that's what it is. See if we can get a date there. could see that. 1941. Alright guys, I just stood up from finding that silver dime. That silver dime was right here. And got another signal that I thought was going to be a $50. That's what it was really coming up as, but I think this is better. This turned out to be a cool old lock. I don't know how old it is. It says Columbia 6 lever. But that's a pretty cool lock. I mean, it's not old like skeleton key old, but that's pretty neat. Alright guys, I just made an awesome find, and I don't even know what it's doing here. This house is, I don't know, early 1900s. But I had this real deep signal that was way down here in the roots. And I just plucked a large cent. And I think it's going to be an earlier one. Looks like a, yep, it's a Liberty cap. Holy crap. 1801. I don't know if you can see that. What is an 1801 Liberty cap doing here? Oh, that is awesome. It's in decent shape. I mean, I could toothpick the front of it, but I mean, there's, the bust is clear. And so is the date. 1801. Oh man, I thought I was going after, I don't know, a quarter or something. Oh, that is just sweet. That is probably my oldest US coin. And what the heck's it doing in a 1940s or 30s yard, right? I dug the large cent right back here, and my next signal sounded like a memorial, but it says brass tag, and it says Davis and Perry. Let's see if I can get it. Sorry about the lighting. Let's see. There you go, Davis and Perry, and it's a number 6. Nothing on the backside. That's a cool little relic. I got a signal that I thought was gonna be like a dime or something. It's a bent flat button. Look at it, it's still got the shank. That's an old dandy. I'll have to get it cleaned up to see if there's any design on it, but I mean, that's got to be late 17, early 1800s, right in line with that coin. I kept calling it a Liberty cap. I think it's a drape bust. I don't think they made Liberty caps in 1801. I think they switched over to the drape bust. But anyway, cool little flat button. I will take colonial artifacts any day. It's just that I really didn't expect to find any at this place, you know. All right, we're still making finds. I just found that dandy button right over here, and got a signal, and it's going to be a V-nickel. Looks like 1898. Barely see the V there, but you can definitely tell on this side. So it's turning out to be a great little yard. It's some kind of a metal. I brushed it off already. I can see Commander-in-Chief on there. And it says National Guard, I believe, of Pennsylvania. It's some kind of probably a military medal. At first, it was kind of like this, and I thought that this edge, I thought it was going to be another large cent, but turns out to be this cool metal. So, and my first good target, I just came up through the beginning of the yard, got a little relic. Going to be part of an oil lamp. Hopefully get a patent date off of that. But there's the wick area there. And I did dig one memorial so far, but that's pretty cool. This is what we're looking for. Some old relics. Hopefully a few old coins, but alright. Alright guys, been a little bit since I found that other stuff. Lots of iron, lots of nails, as you would expect with this possibly being an old blacksmith shop. But I found my first nice old coin. It's not US. It looks like it's going to be a British halfpenny, but I was able to clean it off enough. 1861. Let's see, it says Victoria. Yeah, it's going to be British, so that's cool. That's a nice old find. All right, we're gonna keep going, see what else we get. Out here in the sidewalk strip, my first good find here. I just dug a nail, but it's gonna be a war nickel. You can see the P above the dome there. It should clean up nice. And not sure on a date, looks like 41. But hey, nice old coin to start off with, we'll take that. All right guys, still in the sidewalk strip. Literally, what, 30 seconds after I dug that nickel was right there, that war nickel. Came over here, got a screaming high tone, and looks like it's going to be probably a barber dime. There's the one dime. Yep, barber, 1894. My next good find is going to be an Indian. I can barely make out the date. Looks like 1900. We'll get it cleaned up and make sure. Yeah, that's a 1900. Turn of the century. I got a deep signal, and it'll be a silver quarter. It turned out to be a barber quarter. I'm not going to clean it up too much, but 1901. And let's see, I'm not seeing a mint mark, but we'll take that.
I planted it.
Chris says he planted it. I wouldn't doubt it. He was probably up here last night seeding the place before we got here. So, but all right, we're gonna continue. This was on my bucket list this year, and I finally found one this year. So this would be my second one. And it's funny because on the way up here, when we were driving up, Chris said, "I want to find a barber quarter today." Well, he got himself a Washington, and I got the barber. So, all right, we'll see you on the next. The find of the day and the find of the trip was this plate. Now, when I found it, it was upside down like this, and I thought I dug up a Civil War belt buckle. You can see just by the shape of it, right? But this is an identification plate off of an old piece of steam machinery. I posted it on TreasureNet, and a guy got back to me with the patent on it, and it was for a governing valve on a piece of steam machinery, probably some kind of farm equipment. But it says Judson's governor valve, GOV.valve, manufactured, sorry about the shakiness here, let me see if I can fix that. Manufactured number, there's whatever number it was in here somewhere, at Rochester, New York. But check out the patent date. Patented November 5th, 1850. Now, this house that we were doing, the gentleman told us that the house was built in the 1840s, so it makes perfect sense for this to be there. But this would have been on that old governing valve for some kind of piece of, steam machinery, so maybe some kind of farm machinery or something. You can imagine back in the day saying it was for a newfangled piece of equipment there. I dug a zinc penny, and I just got a deeper high tone. I don't know if you could see down there in the bottom of the hole, but looks like a silver dime there. And yeah, definitely silver dime. Let me see here. Kind of hard for me to see. I'm in the sun. Looks like it's gonna be a barber. See here. Yeah, definitely a barber dime. See if I can get a date. It's like 1897. All right. Ended up with a really interesting find there. Some kind of a token. And it says Firestone on it. But I don't know how old it is. This is the easy way to buy. And I'll get it cleaned up. Show you this on the wrap up. Looks like budget plan. And then there's some writing on the back. My next signal, the buffalo nickel. Don't know if we got a date or not. Excuse me. Looks like there might be something coming through. I don't know. I'll clean it up, but all right, scored a buffalo nickel. Next good signal be another Indian. Really hard to see. It's kind of crudted up. I'm gonna have to toothpick that later, but definitely make out the wreath on this side and the 1 cent. I came down through here, got a good signal. At first I thought I found a large cent, but this is some kind of a token. It says 30 years of progress, and it's a Ford token, 1903 to 1933. So that's a cool little piece of history. It's pretty awesome. All right, guys, we're getting ready to leave this first permission. Look at the size of these. I don't know what they are, steer, cattle, cow, I don't know. But these things are huge. He don't look too happy with me. This video doesn't really do justice. These guys, he said, they were knocking down the trees here. Where they're rubbing their horns on the trees. But how would you like to encounter him face to face? I'm behind a chain link fence and I still don't think this is adequate. Oh my God, look at this one coming. Chris, look at this one. Okay. No. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next. I just found a bucket lister for myself. I've never found a whole one of these. Look at that skeleton key.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a great one. I just got an Indian and I didn't film it, and I just got another one, but in with the hole with silver. It's gonna be a silver quarter. I don't know what. I'm really not gonna. Let's see here. Is that a? Oh my God, it's seated. Oh, I'm not even gonna rub this off. That's my first seeded coin other than that, what do you call it, that half cent I found. No kidding. This is a seeded quarter. Oh, I'm not even gonna really clean this up. It's like almost dark. You can't tell from the video, but oh man, there was a 1891. Beautiful. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had to turn the light back on, but in that hole, along with an Indian and that seeded quarter, there's a V nickel in there as well. So it was a nice old spill. Can't tell the date, but all right, we'll clean it up. I'll show you on a wrap up. Awesome spill. All right, guys, I'm back out at that place where I found the seeded quarter last night. It got dark on me, and I'll show you all that stuff in a wrap up. But I just came back today. I don't have a lot of time, but my first decent find today is going to be another Indian. Not sure on the date there. I'll get it cleaned up and show you on the wrap. But that's like 3 or 4 Indians that came out of here already. All right, guys, can't believe this, but just found that Indian right over there, and I came back through an area I did last night, but I was kind of rushing last night because it was dark. I mean, I was actually detecting in the dark, but I just got a halfway decent signal, and I got another silver, which puts me to 1 more silver for 50 of the year. But I got another seeded coin, 1876, 1 dime. I'm not even gonna clean it. I can't believe this. I've never found a seeded dime or a quarter before, and here they are. One place can change everything. Got together with Chris from Detecting NEPA again, and we're out at an older place here, and we just got permission. I've been driving around all day, and just got our first permission. But as far as the goals for this year, I have completely met every goal. I just got my 50th silver coin for the year, and it's going to be a silver Washington. Looks like 43, but there it is, silver coin number 50. So I am really happy with that. Found all the things I wanted to find this year. So we're going to continue, and hopefully we add more to this. I got on this older house here. It's 1800s. I've been all through the front. A little bit of trash. I got about 3 or 4 wheat pennies. One out in the front, and there was a spill of 2 over here. And I think I got another one over here. But I can't believe this. I think I just got a bucket list find. I think this is going to be a silver thimble. I have never found one of these. Oops, sorry about my finger there. I am stoked if that's what this is. And of course I'm running out of water. But I am almost positive this is gonna be silver. That is definitely what this is. This is a silver thimble. I've never found one of these. I think I actually put this on the bucket list for next year, but you can clearly see inside sterling. And it's got a maker's mark there. I might even be able to find out what that is, but it's got some fancy on the edges there. That is just gorgeous. I am so happy with this. I found a couple of thimbles here and there over the last maybe 2 or 3 years, but I've never found one of those, a silver one. Alright guys, so there is a summary of my year. I've had such a great year this year, as you saw from most of those clips. Now, I didn't show you everything that I found, but that's some highlights from this year. Definitely my best year ever so far metal detecting, and I've been doing this, maybe 3 years now, but this was definitely the best year. I reached all my goals. I doubled my silver coins from last year. I got 50 silver coins this year. You saw that I found some bucket listers. So anyway, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my subscribers. I don't have all that many, but those of you that have commented during the year and helped me identify some things and just had some kind words to say, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you watching. And I'm hoping that this year is going to be an even better year. But it'll be hard to top. This was a pretty great year. I also want to thank my digging partner, Chris, from his YouTube channel is Detecting NEPA. If you go over there and check it out, he doesn't have as many videos, but he has found some really cool things over the years, and he's put some videos out. I encourage you to go over there and check out his finds. That's Detecting NEPA. All right, well, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. I hope that if any of you guys are going out there and doing this, that you have a great new year and you find lots and lots of things. We'll see you on the next video. I'm hoping to be able to get back out in the spring. If we have some warm days, I'll be back out again if the ground's not frozen, but we'll come out with some more metal detecting videos as soon as I start back up in the spring. I'm also hoping to be swinging a new machine by then, so hopefully we will increase the finds too. But thanks a lot, guys. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you all on the next hunt.